Have you ever wondered what's really happening when you soak your legumes? It's not just about making them softer, it's a subtle transformation that can unlock incredible health benefits and protect you from potential risks. Stick around, because this simple step could revolutionize your cooking and leave your body feeling better than ever. The science of soaking, why it works. Ever wondered why your grandmother always soaked legumes overnight? It's not just a quirky tradition, it's actually rooted in science. Legumes are like tiny time capsules, built to stay dormant until the conditions are just right. Soaking them is like giving them a gentle nudge, saying, "Wake up, it's time to shine." This simple step kickstarts enzyme activation, breaking down complex starches and proteins into simpler, easier to digest forms. It's a bit like sprouting, only less dramatic. Think of it as giving your legumes a head start in the digestion department, making their nutrients more accessible to your body. One of the big players here is phytates, an enzyme that helps break down phytic acid, a natural compound found in legumes. Phytic acid can bind to essential minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium, making them harder for your body to absorb. By soaking, you reduce phytic acid, freeing up these vital nutrients and making them easier for your body to use. And let's not forget the physical perks. Soaking softens the legumes' tough outer shells, making them easier to cook evenly. No more half mushy, half crunchy beans. So next time you're tempted to skip the soak, remember, it's not just about softening, it's about unlocking all the goodness these little powerhouses have to offer. Health benefits of soaked legumes. Now, let's talk about the health benefits, because who doesn't love a 2-for-1 deal? Soaking legumes doesn't just make them easier to cook, it makes them better for your health too. My friend, if you've ever felt bloated or gassy after eating a hearty bean stew, soaking might be your digestive system's new best friend. Here's why. Soaking reduces anti-nutrients like lectins and tannins. These compounds act like tiny gatekeepers, keeping some of the nutrients locked away and making legumes harder to digest. Lectins, for example, can irritate your gut lining, while tannins interfere with protein absorption. By soaking, you wash away many of these troublemakers, making legumes not just easier on your stomach, but also more nourishing. And oh, the benefits don't stop there. When you soak your lentils or chickpeas, you're essentially preparing them to work wonders for your body. Soaked legumes are kinder to your gut, promoting a healthy microbiome by providing a good source of prebiotics, fibers that feed the beneficial bacteria in your digestive tract. Better gut health means improved immunity, mood regulation, and even enhanced energy levels. You'll also notice that soaking improves protein absorption. For anyone looking to get the most out of plant-based diets, this is a big win. Let's not forget the relief from bloating and discomfort. By pre-soaking, you're giving your digestive system a break, ensuring a more enjoyable meal experience. Time and water temperature, does it matter? Now, let's dive into the art of soaking because, yes, it truly is an art. Not all legumes are the same, and neither are the methods to soak them. The time and temperature you choose can completely change how your legumes turn out. First, let's talk about time. Smaller legumes, like lentils and split peas, are the quick and easy crowd. A rinse in an hour or two in water, and they're good to go. Hardier legumes, like chickpeas or black beans, need more patience. Think a good 8 to 12 hours. But don't overdo it. Over-soaking can lead to mushy beans or even unwanted fermentation, so timing is everything. Now, on to water temperature. Warm water can speed up the soaking process by activating enzymes faster, but it might soften the legumes more than you'd like. Cold water, on the other hand, works more gently, preserving texture while still reducing anti-nutrients. If you're short on time, hot water can be a lifesaver. Just be careful not to accidentally start cooking your legumes. Here's a quick guide. Chickpeas. Soak for 12 hours in cold water or about 6 hours in warm water. Lentils. A speedy 1 to 2 hours in cold water since they're naturally quick to cook. Black beans. 8 to 10 hours in cold water, and here's a hack. Add a pinch of baking soda to help soften their tough outer layer. Pro tip, change the water halfway through the soak. This not only helps remove any anti-nutrients that have leached out, but also keeps things fresh and clean. Soaking isn't just about softening, it's a science and a little bit of magic. Soaking versus non-soaking, a nutritional showdown. So, my friend, is soaking legumes really worth the extra effort? Let's break it down and see how soaked and unsoaked legumes compare. When you soak legumes, you're setting the stage for them to shine nutritionally. Soaking helps remove phytic acid and other anti-nutrients, unlocking minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium that your body needs for energy, strong bones, and overall vitality. Unsoaked legumes are still healthy, but some of these nutrients stay trapped, like a treasure chest with no key. That said, not all legumes demand soaking. Split lentils, for instance, are tiny and tender, cooking quickly without the need for soaking. Plus, they don't have as many anti-nutrients as their hardier cousins, like kidney beans. And what about canned legumes? They've already been soaked and cooked, making them a super convenient option. Just remember, they often come with added sodium. A quick rinse under cold water can wash away much of that extra salt, leaving you with a ready-to-eat, nourishing ingredient. So, should you soak? If you're working with hearty beans or aiming to boost nutrition, soaking is definitely worth it. But for split lentils or canned options, feel free to skip the soak and still enjoy a wholesome, satisfying meal. It all comes down to what works best for you and your kitchen vibe. Approved soaking tips for specific health conditions. Let's bring this closer to home, our health. Soaking legumes isn't just about better cooking, it's also about making them kinder to your body. For those with digestive sensitivities or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, legumes can be tricky. They're loaded with fiber and nutrients, but they also contain complex sugars called oligosaccharides, which can lead to bloating and discomfort. Soaking breaks down these sugars, making legumes much easier on your stomach. If you've steered clear of beans because they upset your digestion, soaking might be your game changer. Here's a tip. Adding a pinch of baking soda while soaking can further reduce these troublesome sugars. For people with nutrient absorption issues, like those with celiac disease or recovering from gastrointestinal surgeries, soaked legumes are a real blessing. By cutting down on anti-nutrients, soaking helps your body absorb essential vitamins and minerals more effectively. It's like giving your digestion an extra boost to make the most of every bite. But not everyone gets the same green light. For individuals with gout, caution is key. Even soaked legumes contain purines, compounds that can raise uric acid levels and potentially trigger gout attacks. If this is a concern, it's wise to check with a healthcare provider to find the right balance and types of legumes for your diet. So, while soaking can open the door to better digestion and nutrition for many, it's always worth tailoring your approach to your unique health needs. The cultural connection. Now, let me take you on a journey around the world where soaking legumes isn't just a kitchen hack. It's a cherished tradition woven into cultures for centuries. From India to Mexico, this simple practice has stood the test of time. In India, soaking lentils is a daily ritual, the first step in creating beloved dishes like dals. It's not just about making them easier to cook, it's also believed to enhance their flavor and texture. And honestly, who can argue with generations of culinary wisdom? In Mexico, black beans get a good soak before transforming into rich, earthy frijoles negros. Here's a twist. The soaking water is often saved to preserve the beans' deep color and nutrients. Over in Italy, chickpeas take center stage in traditional recipes like farinata, a savory pancake that starts with, you guessed it, a soak. Meanwhile, in Ethiopia, soaking is essential for making injera, the tangy sourdough flatbread served with hearty lentil stews. What's truly fascinating is how these age-old practices align with modern science. Long before we had studies and lab results, our ancestors knew soaking made legumes not only easier to cook, but also gentler on the stomach and more nutrient-rich. Here's a fun nugget. Diets in places like the Mediterranean and blue zones, where legumes are a staple, are linked to longer lives and lower rates of chronic disease. Coincidence? Definitely not. So the next time you soak those beans or lentils, take a moment to appreciate the bigger picture. You're not just prepping a meal, you're honoring a tradition that connects us to our ancestors and paves the way for a healthier future. Isn't that a beautiful thought? Soaking alternatives for busy lifestyles. Let's be real, my friend. Life gets busy. Between work, family, and everything else on your plate, soaking legumes overnight can feel like one more thing you don't have time for. But don't worry, there are quick, effective alternatives that fit perfectly into a busy lifestyle and still give you great results. One popular shortcut is the quick soak, also known as the boil and rest method. It's simple. Bring your legumes to a boil for 2-3 minutes, then take them off the heat and let them sit in the hot water for an hour. This speedy method mimics the benefits of an overnight soak, saving the day when you realize, oops, I forgot to prep the beans. Another game changer is the pressure cooker. Modern gadgets like the Instant Pot can transform unsoaked legumes into tender, flavorful perfection in just minutes. While this method skips the traditional soak, the high pressure works wonders by breaking down anti-nutrients and softening legumes. Keep in mind, though, that pressure-cooked beans might need a little extra seasoning to really bring out their flavor. These techniques are lifesavers for anyone juggling a packed schedule, but still craving the nutritional goodness of legumes. Whether you're whipping up a quick chickpea curry or tossing lentils into a hearty soup, these hacks ensure you don't have to choose between saving time and eating healthy. It's all about making it work for you. The eco-friendly aspect of soaking. Now, my friend, let's dive into something close to my heart. Cooking in a way that's kind to the planet. Soaking legumes isn't just about health. It's a small but impactful step toward a greener kitchen. You see, legumes can take a while to cook when they're dry, and that means more energy is used. But when you soak them first, you cut down the cooking time significantly, which means using less gas, electricity, or whatever powers your stove. Over time, this simple habit can make a real difference, especially for families who enjoy legumes regularly. And it doesn't stop there. Soaking can also help conserve water. Here's how. Faster cooking legumes mean less water is needed to keep them simmering. Plus, the water you use for soaking doesn't have to go to waste. It's packed with nutrients that plants love, so why not repurpose it to give your garden a little boost? Sure, it might come with a bit of an earthy aroma, but your plants won't mind. For anyone looking to cook with a lighter environmental footprint, soaking legumes is an easy win. It's a small, thoughtful way to care for the planet without sacrificing taste or nutrition. So, the next time you prep a pot of beans, remember, you're not just cooking, you're making a difference, one soaked bean at a time. That's a reason to feel good about dinner, don't you think? Common mistakes and myths. Soaking legumes. It sounds straightforward, doesn't it? But my friend, you'd be amazed at how many myths and mistakes surround this simple yet powerful kitchen ritual. Let's clear up some of the confusion together. First up, the salt debate. Many believe adding salt to soaking water makes legumes tough and hard to cook. But here's the truth. A pinch of salt actually helps. It softens the outer layer of legumes, allowing water to penetrate more easily. The result? Creamier textures and beans that are bursting with flavor. So, go ahead, season that soaking water. It's a small step that makes a big difference. Next, let's talk about over-soaking. Sure, soaking is great, but leaving legumes in water for too long, especially in warm conditions, can lead to fermentation. This can give them a sour smell and make them mushy or even unusable. The fix? Stick to recommended times. 8 to 12 hours for larger legumes like chickpeas, and 4 to 6 hours for smaller ones like lentils. It's all about balance. Finally, there's rinsing. Don't skip this step. Soaking water is often full of anti-nutrients and oligosaccharides, the culprits behind bloating and digestive discomfort. A good rinse washes these away, leaving you with legumes that are not only easier to cook, but also gentler on your stomach. By avoiding these common pitfalls and embracing these best practices, you'll take your soaking game to the next level. So soak smart, cook with confidence, and savor every delicious bite. You've got this. The bottom line. Soaking isn't just a science or a health boost. It's an experience. The moment you place those dry legumes in water, you're witnessing a transformation. It's a simple act, but it's almost magical. The beans swell, soften, and come to life, showing you just how much potential is hidden within those tiny seeds. Next time you're prepping legumes, take a beat to appreciate the change unfolding before you. It's a small reminder that there's magic happening in your kitchen, and you're right in the middle of it. If you found this video informative, check my other video on the screen. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health and wellness tips. Thank you.